Okay, we all know the critical role that text plays in our learning content, so you'd expect that fancy modern software has you covered. But in fact, none prevent you from making these critical typography mistakes, which will fatigue, impair, and even prevent learning, causing learners and clients to give up on you and your course altogether. As a long-time graphic and instructional designer, I'm going to show you how to avoid these course-breaking mistakes in just 3 steps. And it all starts by checking your personality. Just like people, each text element has its own personality. And as their creator, you decide how people get to know them. Now, it's easy to go wild with your font, size, color, and contrast. But stop yourself right now because each comes at a cognitive cost. The human brain is a little like a computer with a limited amount of working memory to think and perform tasks with. Like remembering people's names in a room, every personality you add to the page is another thing learners have to become familiar with that fills this memory, taking away from their ability to process what you're teaching them. To drive down this cognitive cost and prevent fatigue, the personality of your text should use the rule of 2s. No more than 2 colors, 2 fonts, 2 types of headings, each differing in a size by a factor of 2. And if you find yourself needing to add more than this, then you might have too much content for the page and need to split things up. But there's another reason why giving text a personality is so important, because it can't lighten the cognitive load on its own. We need to play matchmaker and get each element into close proximity so they form a relationship. That's because text works best as a team, and teams work best in formation. Lining up your text in this way lets learners know which side the text is on, who belongs to what team, and who the captain is, so learners can find the right heading and get pointed in the right direction. And it's because of this direction that progression is so important. Every learning experience you create is like a journey, which means your learners' eyes need to be able to follow along to be part of it. For each section of content you create, you should be able to draw a line of sight in the direction we read, from left to right. Anything blocking the path, learners will trip over trying to avoid, slowing them down, and eventually cause them to stop doing your course altogether. Reorganizing your text to create a clear order will bring learners' attention to the important stuff without the fatigue. But even when you give each text element a personality, a relationship, and a direction to head in, for learners to get any value from your course, you need to be talking the same language, which is why you'll want to watch this video next to make sure you and your learners are on the same page. I'll see you there.